And we're back in the game, this time with a brand new campaign. As you can see from the screen, it's Medieval 2 Total War, the Brittania campaign. And we are going to be playing as the Welsh. Here, Wales, right there, the little green splodge, kind of in the centre of the map. And we're going to do a short campaign. We just need to hold 25 regions, including Dublin and London. Dublin being, of course, round about there in Ireland, Republic of. London being around about there. So we do have to expand east and west, and we do have to eliminate the English. Now, if we need 25 regions, capturing all of the English settlements, holding our own, will give us pretty much close to that total, I think. So, we've got the advice turned off. Very hard, very hard. You can go ahead and read this. You should have already been reading that already. So, here's the information. We've got some good archers, some missile troops. Lacking in heavy infantry, apparently. Right, let's get started.
Brittania, a land of emerald isles, a land of kings, a land of war. England. King Henry sits upon a hungry throne, thirsty for more land. The Norwegians, warriors happy to pay the blood price for their ambitions. Scotland. From the Highlands and across the lowlands comes a spirited people ready for battle. Wales, a people of song and sword, and leaders that will bend their knees to no man. And Ireland. Suspicious of his neighbors, the Irish warrior never sleeps, though he dreams of conquest. Brittania. One realm, 5 kings, total war.
Indeed, we shall have some total war today. It is easy to be brave behind a castle wall. Right, it's been a while since I even played this campaign, probably quite a few years. We've got a good amount of money, 20,000, but we're not going to make much. Diplomacy, let's see, we're only at war with the English, so that's not much of a problem. Agents, we've got 3 spies, merchant and diplomat, and we do have a ship. Now, there are lots and lots of little forts here. I believe you get 2 free upkeep units per fort, so that's always useful for garrisoning some troops. Let's get our spies moving around to see what's in the immediate vicinity. So, the modern day capital of Wales is Cardiff, I believe, and or if it's not the capital, it's the largest city, and currently it's being held by the English, so we need to push those out, send them back on the other side of the borders. We've got a merchant there. Okay, 49, 49, 53, 182. Alright, well, he can't get there in one turn, so I'm going to stick him there for a moment. There's a ship, and there's our diplomat. We're going to go and talk to the Irish. Unfortunately, it looks like the English also hold Dublin at the moment, so that's not good. We're going to have to go and find the Irish. So, apart from Cardiff, the English hold all of the border territory. Chester, Shrewsbury, and Gloucester. That's not my part of England. My part of England is up over there. So, we do have another spy there. What's going on up north? Right, Lancaster in the hands of the English. Now, if you have played this campaign before, then you'll know that the English will suffer a revolt. I think it's called the Barons' Alliance. So that kicks off if you play as the English. I don't know if it kicks off if they're an AI-controlled faction. Right, there's Nottingham. There's the Sheriff of Nottingham, Prince Edward. So, what do we have going on here? I'm thinking that we go aggressive.
By your will, sire, we shall engage.
Alright.
Laying siege, noble sire.
We're going to besiege Cardiff because we're going to get it back. We want Cardiff back. So there's a free upkeep. Another unique feature, or semi-unique, is the culture. As you see, it says culture. We have Welsh culture. Now, the culture actually decides what kind of units you get. If, for example, we capture an English settlement where English culture is dominant, then we would actually have access to some English units, and maybe not so many Welsh units until our culture goes up. And as the Welsh culture goes up, our access to English units actually goes down. So that's interesting. Also, I believe that if we expand as Wales, we actually get attract some units from the local population. We get 3 units based upon how many settlements we capture from the English. It's kind of like a national uprising. If the people see you doing well, they will join your cause. If they don't see you doing so well, they'll probably just stay at home and keep on the sidelines. So, who do we have in Montgomery? Well, we have a general back there. Here's our king, King Llewellyn. Right, he's actually got some artillery. So you know what? That means that we can strike a settlement on turn 1, which is always very useful. Right, there's a free upkeep. Got no Prince Stafford there. So let's get him out. He cannot quite reach Chester. What we can do is put Chester under siege. That only has a wooden palisade, so that will go down fairly easy, just to rams. Right, you're going to go in there. I'm going to leave those back as garrison troops. Do we need 2 garrison there? No, we can get by with just 1. Okay, got garrison troops there, getting free upkeep. Now, our income projected has gone down. Now, before we do any building, let's take our king. I'm actually going to grab some mercenaries. Where am I? Well, it's too late, I've got them now. Those are going to be meat shield units. We will use them later on. So that's a fort. That's under siege. Alright, if we capture Shrewsbury, I think we'll head south, because there's actually nobody in that fort, and only 5 units in there. So providing we don't take too many casualties, we can go straight on to Gloucester. Right, let's get in there and have our very first battle of this new series. Come on, come on. Well, that's actually a fairly easy auto resolve. However, I want to minimise casualties. Those are all militia, mailed knights. There'd only be a danger if they got out of the settlement. We're going to fight on the battle map, and we're actually going to do a night battle. The very first battle of the campaign will also be a night battle. Yeah, making it interesting. Don't you worry about my courage, or the courage of my men. They are Welshmen. Their courage should never be doubted. Even today, the Welsh regiments in the British Army are considered amongst the best. Right, start deployment. Ooh, that's our king, isn't it? Llewellyn. Does he have a unique model? It looks like he does. Again, it's been a very long time since I've played this, and of course Wales is not directly playable in Medieval 2, unless of course you edit some files. He actually looks kind of fat, doesn't he? Yeah, he's a rather fat chap. Unless he's got a lot of padding going on under his armour. Yeah. Cool. Right. So it is only a wooden palisade. Wooden palisade. Right. We're going to take you off flaming shot. I mean, it will look cool in the night time. However, they're wildly inaccurate. Right. You form up like so. Got to organise them properly. Right, so you're off guard mode, you're off guard mode. We've actually got some units that can deploy stakes. Now, they do have those mailed knights, so we're going to put those stakes down in case we get attacked. Start knocking down their walls, because as I said, it's just a wooden palisade. We're going to get those down fairly quickly, but we're going to have to go to 6 times speed. Let us bring those walls down. 40%. Which is the other one we're firing at? 50. Okay. They are moving some units up, it looks like. Who are they moving up? The militia. Yep, town militia. Should we just put them on fire at will or knock another hole in the wall? Right, there's my general. In fact, my king. My king! Yep, let's have you coming over here. Now both very far back. Let's bring those archers forwards. Doesn't look like the enemy is going to do too much. They're all grouped together there, so it'd be a nice target to go for, wouldn't it? And the archers are within range. They must have some pretty good range. Oh, we just put a big hole in their roof there. Their thatched roof. Thatched roofs are very expensive, but they actually last a very long time and are very effective. Believe it or not. Only rich people have thatched roofs in England nowadays. The part of England I'm from, we actually produced quite a bit of thatch. There was in fact a company right next to where I lived that produced thatched roofs. We've actually burned that one down. Oh, keep firing. We've killed 14% of their army. Looks like they're bugging out and not even going to attempt to do anything, which is a shame. I'm not even sure if we're going to need to send in a unit or not. That's an English tower. I suppose we could try capturing that. They're going to let us bring in a unit? Why is it not letting us bring in units? Get in there. You come along here. Form up. In fact, you might as well both just walk. There's no reason for you to be running. We've now killed 27%. You are now out of range. Okay. I forget whether you can actually capture their towers. I would say that you could, but I couldn't guarantee it. Let's bring you inside the settlement. Okay, and we're going to have this one come and block off that section. You've still got some ammunition, so let's bring you over there. Yeah, we're burning down a lot of the settlements we're going to actually have to pay for later on. So we can hit their general. It's got mailed knights. Is that just one unit? Suppose we could. Well, we're right up against the settlement walls. Ah, they're fighting back. They are going to make a stand of it. Let's slow it down now. Get some of our troops inside. That unit's broken already. Go after those. How do we get to the centre? We can come through here. So let's move you down, like so.
The Lord is with us today.
The Lord is with us today. Well, good for him. How are we doing? How is your doings? That's from the Carry On movies, isn't it? How is your doings today? Or is it from Are You Being Served? If you're British, you'll know what I'm talking about. Really certainly is from the Carry On movies. I can't remember which one. Right, swordsman. Those are just light swords. Alright, we're gonna stop destroying settlement. At least for the moment. Get on in there. Still got 17 cavalry left. I think our archers have done a fine job.
Only half the enemy force remains.
That's either our high tier archer unit or mid tier, but the fact that they can put down stakes is very useful. Well, they can keep breaking, but they will keep rallying. You can't really do much else. Now we're running low on ammunition. Right. They're down to 7 cavalry. Suppose I could bring my general in. Might boost the morale. See if we can pull these units through. Get in amongst the militia. Right, one unit's out of ammunition. We've got solid spearmen. I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. Marinid, maybe? Myronid? And you're going to be out of ammunition very, very soon. Could be your last volley. Yep, that's your last volley. I'm not going to put them in melee just yet. How are we being held up? There's nobody holding us up. No, get in there. Our rate of advance seems to be slowing down. Okay, we've only lost 4%. And because we have our faction leader with us, we should probably get some good replenishment. And we are trying to use up our Welsh spearmen, mercenary units.
My lord, our men are in command of the city.
Not really taking any losses on our spears, are we? Even our swordsmen haven't really taken any casualties. In fact, you can just hold your ground. Yep, they are dying quite quickly. Of course, it is on 2 times speed. I think we need to be aggressive in this campaign because the English have like 21 settlements and we only start with 3, so they can definitely outproduce us. Right, so that was 4%. If we just sit back, they are going to overwhelm us. Right, Shrewsbury is now ours. That's the first English settlement to fall. Right. Let's see what the culture is. A lot of it's English, so there's English billmen. They are going to be recruitable in 5 turns. Does it say how much culture we need? I don't think it does. Nowhere does it say how much culture. I'm going to get a Levitana. Let's see if we can actually get him all the way up. I know we can get his authority and his command up, but his chivalry I don't know. Right, we're going to turn a profit, very small profit. The diplomat is going to move. Cardiff is besieged, Chester is besieged, at least temporarily. They will probably sally out and push back these 2 units. They've got longbowmen, right? They can put down stakes. Yeah. But once we get those units in, we could probably take them. Actually, what I want to do, and that could be a bit of a risk, is to get catapults up to that army. Captain Jonafel, or Jonafel. Oh, can't even retrain those. Right. Are we going to build anything? We will build the road, because that's relatively cheap. Well, those are skirmish cav. I'm not a big fan of skirmish cav. Horse archers, I do love them. Right. They cost 600, which is 2 times their cost, but they can't put down stakes. They can. Let's get some more of those. I did like those spearmen, because they did not take any casualties, did they? Yeah, let's get some of those. Ah, we can get another catapult there. I want to have catapults in all of our armies. Let's get some cheap spears. And let's hit the intern. Yep, they are pushing out of Chester. Oh no, they come after my diplomat. Well, he got defeated. Oh, we're actually losing a bit of money now. The Welsh make their stand. It seems that King Llewellyn's stand against the English is having a profound effect on the people of Wales. With each English border town the mighty Welsh army captures under Llewellyn's rule, the more citizens are prepared to take up arms and join the fight. One hardy Welsh militia has formed to the west of Montgomery. That's that one, because there's Montgomery, and another to the north of Carnarvon. There, Carnarvon. Where's Carnarvon the capital? Oh, I really do need to figure out what the capital is. So, these are citizens who have joined our cause. For them. Well, let's see. Let's go and form up our army. Going to take all of those. We've got a couple of units in there. I'm going to put those in, because they'll be more effective. Right, we can actually occupy that settlement. Why don't we send you? First we'll send you in there. Let's see about getting you up there. And then we'll put you in Shrewsbury. And we're going to garrison that fort. Oh yeah, we're getting you down to there. You're going to make a lot of money. Right, Pembroke. We can now train those. Yeah, the culture is changing very rapidly, looks like. Why don't we just merge those? Get that one retrained. And occupy that fort. Because most of the forts are at river crossings or on roads or at passes between mountains or hills. They're fairly strategically placed. Okay, we can get ashore here. That's not quite what I wanted, but I believe Irish territory is over here. There's a green border. Aha, there's Cork. Right, all you need to do is get to that fort, and we can pick you up and probably sail you around the west coast of Ireland. That'll be safer. Okay. Now there's only one unit at Gloucester. Woohoo! Right, let's drop you to low taxation. We'll leave you there as a garrison unit. Ah, right, we'll take those. Okay, let me see, how will they go? They would have to come back through here. Once we control that, they won't be able to. Right, get in there. Oh, it's being silly about it. Well, if we leave that out, can you occupy it? Yes. That being said, we could do that. We could gather some more mercenaries. Right, so they cannot get back. They can only get over here. Let's grab those. Or wait. Because we can get some cheaper units over here, can't we? Yeah, those are cheaper. We can only get two. Right, do you want to take Cardiff? It's got a fairly decent garrison. It does have wooden walls, but we can still knock them down with the rams. But Gloucester is going to be our next target because that's got a good population. And we're going to have two ladders already built, and then we'll have the catapult, which will come around and help. Ah, I actually forgot about that one. Alright, who do we have in there? Okay, I do want that spear unit forward. We'll put you in there. Those are militia spears, right? Okay, let's get those forward. You could even boost their taxes back up. So, I think this is a good point to end our first episode. We should be able to take Gloucester and perhaps Cardiff in the next episode. Now that they've sallied out with most of their army, they've only got 2 units behind. In fact, you can reach them in 1 turn. Right. In fact, we could put you in there. Right, and then we'll send, I guess we'll send that other one down south as well. Because this army will be able to crush their field army. Slaughter them indeed, you shall, my lord. Kill them off. Any remnants will get back into Chester, and then we can capture Chester. How good is our agent? Not particularly good. Let's have him sneaking around here. There's an actual rebel fort. So, that's where we're going to leave this one.